Welcome back. The state of Tamil Nadu was up for a rude shock to hear a case of murder from Cuddalore that was out around midday. Was a 17-year-old science undergraduate from Cuddalore raped before being burnt alive? That's the question that the Cuddalore police is asking and probing into. The first-year BSc student, according to initial reports, was first appeared to be raped and then brutally murdered. The police have arrested the house owner and his wife after suspicion, and they have been arrested and are under questioning at the moment as we talk. We were joined by Mr. Ashwin Kochnis, the SP of the district, who commented on his initial reports and his initial findings.
Place about 15:30 hours yesterday. We've registered a case in this matter as it was reported. However, I would like to inform you that there are other angles too that we are inquiring into. The house owner Rakshakar and his wife Rani were present at the scene of crime, and there is some bit of news that her mother, the deceased mother, was also present, or she was at least informed by Rani immediately. And there are neighbors, a lot of witnesses available. The offence has been reported, registered as it was reported. But please bear in mind that investigations are yet to be completed, and it will be presumptuous to say that the crime as it has been registered is what would have happened. There are other angles, and we are probing into all of them.
All right, they are on top of the case, of course, but Salim joins us from the newsroom live. Salim, thank you for joining us. When is the post-mortem report going to be out?
Radhika, the police say that they need the doctors need at least 3-4 days to give the official post-mortem report. But however, in several cases, the doctors unofficially alert the police about the post-mortem report. Whereas as far as this case is concerned, the police say that before drawing a conclusion, they rely on two things. One, the post-mortem report. The post-mortem examination was conducted this afternoon, and unofficially the post-mortem report is likely to be out tonight or tomorrow morning. And secondly, the police say that they need to investigate more witnesses who are moving closely with the accused and the victim before they draw any possible conclusions in this story. As of now, the two people, the house owner and his wife, who's accused in this case, have been produced before a court, and they have been lodged at the jail.
All right, thanks very much, Salim, for giving us that update. We'll, of course, keep tracking that shocking case of murder and perhaps rape from Cuddalore. Moving on, it's usually the builders who are chased by the people for bad or perhaps poor construction, but this time it was the turn of builders to be out on the streets for a protest. As the cement prices begin to strengthen, the builders are worried about what it means for their profit margins. The worried builders have come out all guns blazing in a protest demanding state intervention, as Ashmit Kumar has this report.
As cement prices reach for the skies, so are the tempers of property developers. Stalling all construction activities across the state, builders and associated bodies poured out on the streets to protest today. Infuriated with what they call cement price cartels, the builders put forth some aggressive demands.
The demand is to fix a regulatory authority to control the price. Our demand is to bring cement under Essential Commodity Act. Our another demand is, if cement manufacturers are not going to heed the request of the government should nationalize cement factory.
As the price of cement takes a steep climb, experts do believe that builders are forced to import cement from neighboring countries such as Pakistan, Bangladesh and Iran. Construction heavyweights are also claiming that the spike in prices will impact the workers as well as customers.
Direct cost impact is about 40% already because of the price increase in cement, sand, jelly, aggregate, steel, all this material. So we expect at least about 20% increase in the next few months in the end product.
However, from the thousands who poured out, a vast majority were labourers and construction workers. And some confessed off camera that they were instructed by contractors to turn up for the protest.
Now, are these the visuals of corporate muscle acquiring the humble garb of common man's problem, or valid concerns being raised by industry captains? That's one question the Chief Minister will have to ponder over as they take their voices to M. Karunanidhi. This is Ashmit Kumar with camera person Pradeep reporting for NDTV Hindu.
All right, everyone's complaining of inflation there, but someone at least is asking for prices to come down. A crude bomb explosion in Public Health Center in Kanpur has left 3 people dead. The entire 2-story structure collapsed and 10 people were rescued from under debris of the building. A senior officer said preliminary investigations indicated that the explosion occurred in the room of a ward boy suspected to have been manufacturing illegal fireworks. Alright, imagine 12 crore rupees in motion atop 4 wheels. Well, what is that? We'll tell you in just a few.